Hello everybody. Today I'm in a very interesting service call. This is a heat/plumbing call. The building right behind me, we just bought this building. There are 6 buildings in this property, but we just bought this building right behind me. And this building is wasting a lot of water. It's twice as much the money that we pay for the other 5. We pay 150 for the water, and of course you have to pay the sewage, so it's $300 extra a month. We don't know where the leak is coming from because we don't see anything. If the water leak was in the 2nd floor, you would see it in the 1st floor in the ceiling, but there's nothing, so it gotta be in the 1st floor. And we had 2 plumbing inspections, one in January and one in February, and we went through all the plumbing fixtures, every toilet, every faucet, every sink, every shower, and we didn't find anything. So I'm puzzled because we call it the mystery leak, or the silent leak. We know we are wasting water, but we don't know where the water is going to. So today I'm determined to find it, at least to find the source. And I think that the source is the heating system, because the heat in this building in the 1st floor goes through the concrete slab. The heating pipes are embedded in the concrete, and if it leaks and it leaks towards the ground, you might never see it. Sometimes you see it surfaces on the top, but sometimes it just goes through the ground and you never see it. So today I'm going to install a water meter, and we're going to find out how much water and if is the heating system. So we don't know yet. So come with me down there and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So this is my boiler downstairs. This is a Birmingham boiler. It's 410,000 BTUs, and it serves 12 apartments, 6 in the 1st floor and 6 in the 2nd floor. And remember, the ones in the 1st floor, all the heating pipes are radiant heat, so the pipes are embedded in the concrete. This is the water feed right there. It brings the water from the city water. This comes from the water heater, and it brings the water, it's pressure about 60 pounds of pressure, and then the water is supposed to go down, and then this is going to reduce the water from 60 to 12 or whatever you set it to from here, and then it goes to the boiler and it does what it's supposed to do. It's if you see here, my pressure is about 16 pounds of pressure, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it off. I just turn it off here, and then we're gonna see how long it takes for the pressure to go down. Since I have the feed off, this if I have a water leak in the system, the water pressure is gonna drop, and then we're gonna find out how fast it takes to lose the water pressure on the boiler. So if you see here, after half an hour we lost all the pressure, so that means it's a big leak. And this is the gauge from the feed water supply, and now this is the gauge from the boiler itself. So it's empty, so it's a big leak somewhere that we have to fix. Okay, another clue that is telling me that we're losing water here is because this is the low water cutoff valve. If you lose water, this valve is going to shut off, and it's going to protect the system. It's going to disable all the electrical to the boiler room, so the boiler doesn't run without water. So as you see here, the light came up. The light came on, and that's because it lost water. And if you see here, this button here is to reset it. So this red light is telling me that something is going on, that you had low water pressure. So we're gonna reset it. There you go. Now, so I manually reset it, and now the light it's off, So this is the water meter that I have. I paid $28 at Amazon. So if you look down there, I'm gonna show you the link. This is a simple Chinese. Well, everything is Chinese nowadays. So $28, simple water meter. It comes with two adapters. It comes with a 3/4 hose bib adapter, and then two from 3/4. So from 3/4 to 1/2 inch IPS. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put this press female adapter into here, and then we're gonna press the whole thing. So it should be an easy task. So yeah. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna place the rubber washer on this side, and then be careful it doesn't fall, and then you're gonna put it on one side on the 3/4, and then you're gonna do the same on the other one, the rubber seal onto the other side. And then make sure it's tight. Make sure the other side is tight as well. Okay. And now we're going to install it on the pipeline. So this is the water meter, and pay attention to the arrow. See, the arrow says that way, so the water feed comes from here, so we have to put the arrow towards that side. Okay, like that. So now I'm gonna mark. I'm gonna mark where I have to cut. So these are my cut lines. I'm gonna cut here, and then I'm gonna slide my, these are the press fittings, so it should be easy peasy. So I just shut off all the valves, all the shutter valves around it, just, you know, to prevent more water to come out of here when I cut, even though we lost a lot of pressure. But the second floor is fine, so I shut the water off to the second floor, the supply and the return. So that should help to lose less water. Now we're gonna cut here, and of course expect some water. We're gonna let it drip for a minute so we don't fight with it. We're gonna mark our fitting so we know where home is. We have to go there, and then here it's gonna be here. So one more time, remember the arrow has to go that way. So we're gonna put one side first all the way home, and then the other one. There you go. So that's all the way home. Now we're gonna use our Pro Press tool, and we're just gonna crimp it here, and that's it. We're gonna turn the water back on. Okay, so let's start counting. My meter is moving pretty fast, so that means we have a big leak, big water leak, but we don't know how much gallons of water we are wasting. So right now, it's 197. The red numbers to the right says 197, and we're gonna measure how many gallons or liters in 10 minutes, and then we're gonna multiply it for 6 if it's 10 minutes, so that would be 60 minutes, 1 hour. So, hey Siri, give me a 10-minute timer. So we're going to start a countdown, 10 minutes, and then we'll see how many gallons of water we are wasting every 10 minutes. Okay, time is up. 10 minutes passed, and now we're 205. So we had 197 before 10 minutes ago, and now it's 205. So 205 minus 197, it's 8. So it's 8 gallons. 8 gallons for every 10 minutes. But the hour have 60 minutes, so we're gonna do 8 times 6, which is 48. So 48 gallons per hour. If what I'm reading is liters and not gallons, we have to divide 48 by 3.70 something, so it's about 1264 gallons per hour if these were liters. Hello guys, this is a follow-up. This is next day, 1 p.m. Right now we have 1,323 liters, and yesterday we had at 1 p.m. yesterday we had 190 liters, and I find out that this meter reads liters. If you see the last three, the red numbers, they go all the way to 999, and then after that it's 1,000. So yesterday it was just 199, and the number one at the left is 1,000. So 1 meter cube is 1,000 liters, and is equivalent, and I think, of 246 gallons. So yesterday at 1 p.m. was 190 liters, and then now today, after 24 hours, we are reading 1,325. So we're wasting 1,135, and that's the equivalent of 300 gallons a day. That's a lot of water. Okay guys, so now we know that we are wasting 300 gallons a day. That's a lot of water. But we cannot turn the system off in the middle of the winter. This problem, we had it for a year, and the landlord, I just find out, they had it for quite some time. So it's been maybe 2 or 3 years that he's been doing that, and they never knew, and now we are getting to know the problem. So what are we going to do now? We have a couple options. Number one, we have to find the leak. We have to pinpoint it, but it's hard. So we might have to hire a plumber specialist that find leaks in the concrete slabs. Some of them use a sonar, like in the sea, to detect the water leaking, or thermal cameras to see the heat in the floor, or devices that listen the hissing of the water leaking. So we don't know what we're gonna do. We could do that, and it'll be very expensive. No matter what we do, it's gonna be expensive. So for the plumbers, we can, it could be $3,000-5,000 just to pinpoint the leak, plus the work. We have to dig the concrete, remove the carpet, the flooring, fix the walls. So that's gonna be very expensive. Or choice number two, we can install baseboards, baseboard heating along the apartments. We can install a couple in the living room, a couple in the bedroom, and one in the bathroom. So we would have to run one 3/4 pipe from the boiler, and then a return to the boiler return. So that would be more expensive, maybe 10, 15, 20, but we will solve the problem for sure. If we go the route and fix the concrete slab, tomorrow it might develop another leak somewhere else in the same concrete slab. So I think we're better off getting rid, we would cut off all the feed to the concrete slab, and when we'll do a new run through each apartment, and we'll get new baseboard heaters. And we did that in the other 5 buildings a long time ago. So now it's time to do it on this building. So it's very cold, my hands are freezing. Thank you so much for staying all the way. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell me what are your thoughts about this, if you have experienced that. Hey guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.